Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm building something that I've done before, but a little bit different. So I will be putting down every lot type of The Sims that we have, basically. Before I did a build where I put down a bar and then a nightclub and so on. But this time I decided to make it more of like a cohesive unit. So I put down all the requirements, what I'm doing at the moment. And afterwards I thought about what combination of items I could put down in what room. So that it still made sense. So I combined several of the lot types in one room basically. And as you can see, I'm in the museum part at the moment and I'm putting down some wall decor, and I decided to go for quite bright colors as well, so it just fits together a little bit nicer. And for the sculptures, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, but in the end I decided to use that for the painting aspect as well. So basically I did a table where I put a bunch of sculptures that the painter can then basically recreate on canvas. And that was one inspiration that I took. And now I'm doing the wedding menu, which doesn't actually have like any requirements, but I kept to the suggestions basically and put those down as well. And now I'm just moving everything in like one corner of the lot so I can actually build stuff and put down, basically I group them to the rooms a little bit at least, and then I put down just some boxes. I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do it, but I just started and put down rooms, and later I will change it a lot again, just because it didn't like fit what I was going for. So I started again and deleted stuff and moved it around because it just didn't make sense. So I just started over basically, and I made a little bit of a hallway to the back and basically made a little bit of a courtyard area in the middle. And I also divided the rooms, and I think in the end it turned out kind of interesting. At least I'm not sure if it's really good, but interesting. And as you can see, I am now moving the furniture inside, so you can actually like see where the rooms are. And I decided in the front area it would put down the bars and the tables, and also a little bit like an offshoot to that area is the TV room basically. I also put down a little bit of a reading nook where I'm at the moment with the armchairs. And in the back of the lot you have a hallway that leads to it, and there is the bathroom. I also put down the art and crafts room basically, with the painter's easel and also the TVs and so on. And here you can see me putting down the reading nook. As you can see, I put down a bunch of books and moved them up so they are actually on the shelves, because they don't slot to the shelves, which I find quite annoying, to be honest. I don't really understand why they don't slot. It would be like a quite natural addition to it, because what else are you putting down on shelves? Oftentimes it's books. Of course there's other things as well, but why don't the books slot to it? It doesn't really make sense for me. But now I'm just putting down the different art pieces as well, so they have a home basically, which was difficult. And also I kind of abandoned it mid art piece, just because I knew that I wanted to use the medium wall height, but also only because I knew that I wanted to use platforms. So yeah, I knew that I would have to do that now, because otherwise it would not work in the end. And I did have a problem there, because the books that I put down, they are floating at the moment, which I hadn't noticed until in this instance. I hadn't noticed it yet. I was still busy putting down the different like windows and moving inside the different requirements and stuff, but later I will notice it, and yeah, I will need to move everything again. But I first wanted to do the layout before I did any more decorating, basically. As you can see, I'm just putting down more like windows, doors, and so on, and moving the stuff around so they actually fit. And I decided the wedding venue would basically be on the back of the lot, which only makes sense. I wanted it to be outside, so yeah, that made sense. And here I noticed the floating books, which yeah, was a little bit annoying, to be honest, but I decided to just move the thing that was actually in the way at the moment and focus on the roof. I decided on just flat roofs and put down a bunch of different heights, just because I thought that would look a little bit more interesting. And I also decided to put down half walls, so the wall that I wanted to put down would be the same everywhere. I also put down a little bit of basically like pavement, so it's basically continuous with the walk area that was next to it as well. So it's quite tied in to the area that I put it down, so not every like 30 by 20 lot would make sense. I think it's a 30 by 20 lot, I'm not actually sure anymore. But yeah, not every other lot that is that size would take to that lot all that easily. But yeah, that was the first part. I also did quite a lot of landscaping as well, and put that down in the different areas in front and also in the back, of course, next to the wedding arch. I put a bunch of it just to make it blend in and make it make sense, honestly. And I also put down different like chairs there. I decided on 3 rows, which is a little bit too much, honestly. 6 chairs, 3 rows are 18 guests, and you don't need that much for The Sims. In real life it would be way too little, but in The Sims it's a little bit too much, I think. But yeah, I decided on like a pink and blue yellow scheme, just thought that looked nice. And yeah, the picnic area behind it was also quite nice, I think. And then I finally moved on to painting the different like the outside, basically, and I went for a dark green and a brick, or no, it's a stone. And yeah, I chose that for outside, and then I still had the inside to do. And as you can see, it was quite difficult to still fit everything. I also, yeah, especially the gym area was a little bit difficult. I knew I needed it, and I knew that I wanted it behind the pool area, just it fit together quite nicely. But you need for workout equipment, and that was a little bit difficult to fit in there. But in the end, I think it turned out alright, although I don't know if they actually can use it, and I didn't play test it, to be honest. Inside, I also used the same stone as outside, especially in the pool area. I thought that was quite appropriate, and I also used the green in quite a few places. For the flooring, I went for wood in the like TV and reading nook area, but otherwise it's all like stone or tile. And here you can see me putting down or changing the book area, basically. And doing it again. And yeah, here you can see me decorating some more, putting down some rugs, but also rearranging the table for the different sculptures and putting down some actual like seating for the desk area, because yeah, I hadn't put that down yet. It wasn't a requirement for that, so yeah, I just moved it in, but I hadn't like actually coordinated it in the right like configuration. I'm not even sure if The Sims can actually use the computers without a chair there. I haven't tested that yet. But yeah, I just continued to decorate to make it make sense, basically. So it actually looks like something that could exist in real life. I don't think it's really realistic to have something like that, just because the rooms are really tight and basically just a few people can actually like watch TV and stuff. So it doesn't really make sense as anything, like not even a community lot in real life, I think. But I just wanted to challenge and yeah, put down something for like every lot type. So basically, if you have to visit a museum or a pool or a gym or anything else, you can just go to this lot type, change the lot type, yeah, and have that there as well. And yeah, that is basically the goal, and that is what I did here. And I think it looks fine. I like it, especially like the color scheme, honestly. I really like that dark green wallpaper. It just looks quite nice. And I also like the stone. I think the like regular shape is quite a nice like touch, or it just looks nice, I think. And also the different colors, so it's subtly like a little bit of green and pink and blue in it, and I think it just looks nice. And yeah, that's why I pick it quite often, those two things. The green more often than the stone, but still it's a really nice thing. I also picked the wallpaper that I put down in the bar quite often, the really bright turquoise. I wouldn't use that in real life, I think. It's a little bit like bright, but I think in The Sims it looks quite fun, and also fits the tables that I picked out quite well. And yeah, now I'm putting down some terrain paint to finish the lot up and make it look a little bit more realistic. And then I was basically finished. I just put down some lights in the pool area as well. Now you can see some screenshots of the build. I hope you like it. You can download it from the gallery. My ID is TGGSims, same as my YouTube channel name. I also hope that you liked the video and will consider pressing the thumbs up button and subscribing. Thanks very much for watching and have a nice week.